Hello YouTube, my name is Sandeep Pratap, and in this video we are going to compare Rode VideoMic NTG with Sennheiser MKE200 and Movo VXR10. As a part of comparison, we are going to check the following: the items that come along with the box when you purchase the microphone, the audio comparison of the mic outdoors with the dead cat to check the wind noise reduction of the provided dead cat, without the dead cat to check the wind noise handling of the microphone directly. Then we're going to go indoors. There we're going to do two tests: microphone mounted on top of the camera 4 feet away from the subject, microphone mounted 6 to 8 inches on top of the subject using the boom pole, and finally the conclusion. So let's get right into it with Rode VideoMic NTG. Rode VideoMic NTG comes with the microphone itself. The microphone is a combo digital USB and analog microphone. It's of the category shotgun type, and this comes with a shock mount. It comes with a foam windscreen. It comes with a TRRS cable and USB type A to USB type C cable. So the TRRS cable here acts like a TRS cable. It's got a microchip inside which automatically determines what type of connections you are connecting it to, and it will automatically repurpose the cable to the right type of cable. The next one is Sennheiser MKE200. This comes with a directional microphone. It comes with a TRS to TRS coiled cable, TRS to TRRS coiled cable, a furry windscreen, and a drawstring pouch. Finally, we'll get into Movo VXR10. The Movo VXR10 is a cardioid condenser video microphone. This one is black. It also comes in gray and pink. It comes with 3.5 mm TRS cable, TRRS cable, soft carrying case, shock mount, and a very good windscreen. Now let's go to the audio tests. The first one to go on audio test will be the Rode VideoMic NTG for the outdoor audio. For this recording, I have recorded all the audio with the camera settings to auto. That is the camera audio settings to auto, so that there is no change to the camera settings while I disconnect and connect different microphones. So here you go. The audio you're going to hear is from Rode VideoMic NTG with the camera's audio level set to auto. The level on the Rode VideoMic NTG is set to 8, so I've not tweaked in anything else apart from that, and there is no safety track recording. There is nothing else happening. The camera and the microphone automatically detected each other, and the cable which was provided was automatically feeding the data from, that is feeding the audio from the microphone to the camera, and it is getting recorded. So the next audio you're going to hear is from Sennheiser MKE200. It is shot outdoor without the provided windscreen, and the camera's audio level set to auto. The Sennheiser MKE200 is still connected to Fujifilm X-T4 via the provided cable, which is basically taking it from the microphone onto the camera, and my settings are at auto, which basically means that the level of the microphone is automatically maintained by the camera, and I've taken off the wind muff, so there is a little bit of wind going on, not too much, and hopefully the internal built-in muff should take care of the rumbling noise of the wind. Now let's listen into audio from Sennheiser MKE200 outdoor with the provided windscreen and the camera's audio level set to auto. Sennheiser MKE200 now, which is connected to my Fujifilm X-T4 via the provided cable, and the wind muff is on because as you can see from the plants moving in the background, there's a little bit of wind going on, and hopefully this will be able to pick up my audio a little better. I left the external mic level settings on my camera as auto, and I'm seeing that the levels are being maintained pretty clearly, and hopefully my audio is sounding a lot better. The audio you're going to hear is from Movo VXR10 outdoor without the provided windscreen, and the camera's audio level set to auto. So staying on Movo, the next audio you're going to hear is from Movo VXR10 with the provided windscreen and the camera audio level set to auto. Alright, now I've connected the same setup, which is basically the Movo microphone connected to my Fujifilm X-T4 on the auto level option, and now I have put the dead cat on the Movo microphone, and hopefully it will be able to take out the wind noise a lot better than it did last time around when I did the recording without the windshield on it. So The dead cat which is provided by the Movo looks to be more substantial than the one which is provided by Sennheiser MKE200. Alright, now we have gone indoors. Now let's start with Rode VideoMic NTG, and it's mounted on top of my camera, and I am roughly 4 feet away from the microphone. Hello YouTube. In this episode we are going to compare Sennheiser MKE200 and Movo VXR10. So these two microphones are supposed to be on-camera microphones, although one is supposed to be a shotgun microphone, which is the Movo, and another one is supposed to be a unidirectional microphone, which is the Sennheiser MKE200. Of course, they have hugely different characteristics as a microphone, but because they are being sold as on-camera microphones and they are expected to improve the audio clarity for vloggers and for people who don't want to use the inbuilt microphones of the camera and to use these microphones. So I want to compare these two microphones and see which one comes out as the best and which one is worth buying and which one is not. Now switching from Rode to Sennheiser MKE200, the same thing, mounting on top of the camera, 4 feet away from the subject. Alright, now I have connected Sennheiser MKE200 onto my Fujifilm X-T4. Like I mentioned earlier, I have all the settings at auto, which basically means that all the audio settings at auto, and the leveler has been set to auto, which is basically saying that I'm not going to change any settings from microphone to microphone and it is going to take care of itself. And this is expected in majority of the cases, especially if you're walking and vlogging at the same time. You don't want to be fiddling around with microphone settings or the camera settings, and you don't want to be changing things as we go along. And I wanted to keep it as simple and as neutral and as camera independent as possible. Now switching from Sennheiser to Movo, again it's on top of my camera, 4 feet away from me. So now I have connected Movo VXR10, which is a microphone which I purchased off of Amazon, and that's sitting on top of Fujifilm X-T4. Like I mentioned, the audio settings are at auto and the microphone is connected to the mic port, and the audio you're hearing right now is from Movo VXR10. Alright, now staying indoors but changing the setup a little. Now the Rode VideoMic NTG is placed 6 to 8 inches away from me using a boom pole. Now as you can see, I have boomed this microphone right on top of myself, and as you can see here, I kept this microphone in the frame for you guys to understand that how the audio quality and the audio will vary if the microphone is placed closer to the subject while he's speaking. Of course, generally when you're recording the subject, what I would rather do is I would have this slightly out of the frame, that is probably 10 to 15 inches away from this particular point. That way the microphone is not shown, the boom arm is not shown. At the same time, you get a good audio clarity. Of course, for this example and to showcase that I am doing this by connecting the microphone directly onto the boom arm, and then which is directly going from here using this cable to my camera, which is a Fujifilm X-T4. And in the Fujifilm X-T4 there has been no changes to the settings. Like I have mentioned before, everything is in auto for the audio, and the audio is going directly from this particular microphone onto my Fujifilm X-T4. All the setup remaining the same. I have swapped out the microphone from Rode VideoMic NTG to Sennheiser MKE200. Alright, now as you can see, the microphone has got changed. Now I have connected Sennheiser MKE200, which is like around 6 inches from my mouth, and it is connected using this cable connecting to another TRS cable onto my camera, which is the Fujifilm X-T4, and the audio is going directly from this particular microphone onto my Fujifilm X-T4. Finally moving to the last test with Movo VXR10, all the setup remaining the same. I have swapped Sennheiser with Movo. Alright, as you can see in the frame now is Movo VXR10, which is connected to my Fujifilm X-T4 using the TRRS cable and the extension cord which is connecting to my Fujifilm X-T4. Alright, finally it's conclusion time, and let's start with Rode. Rode, when it was outdoor, it recorded the audio pretty well, and that was one of the major benefits of it with just the provided foam windscreen. Of course, you can always buy an additional windscreen which can reduce a lot of wind noise and get a better audio out of it, but with what is provided, it was able to handle the wind noise pretty well. Second major advantage of Rode is that it has got a volume knob behind it, So if you're recording indoor or outdoor, you can record the audio and crank up the volume on the road and reduce the preamp volume on your DSLR camera. By this you can reduce a lot of noise which may be generated by your preamp on the DSLR camera. Second, it has got a lot of settings which you can play around with and try to get the best audio clarity out of it. Like for example, it has got a 75 Hz roll off. If you enable that, it kind of takes out all the bass which is coming out of this microphone, and it makes the audio very flat. So if you are into that and you don't like a lot of bass on your audio, you can enable that and it takes it out. Of course, it has other benefits like it takes away fan noise and other things, but I just want to mention about the audio clarity of it. And it also has got a presence boost. So if you want your audio to be very clear, you can enable the presence boost, and that gives you a very clear audio when you're recording from this particular microphone. Third point is that it is a USB microphone. Right now I've connected the Rode Video Mic NTG using USB-C to USB-C cable to my MacBook Pro 13-inch laptop, and it is getting recorded on my MacBook Pro 13-inch laptop. So the audio which you are hearing is from Rode Video Mic NTG. So it gives you a very good audio clarity, especially if you are recording it for voiceovers, and you can use it for Teams and Zoom meeting as well. So these are all some of the positives of Rode Video Mic NTG. Of course, there is a con, which is a big one, the elephant in the room, which is it is expensive. Of course, if you can spend that money and buy this is a very good buy, and you will not go wrong with this. And with Rode standing by you for a lot of years for warranty and support, I would not go wrong if I buy this particular microphone. So for me, the winner in this category or in this 3 microphone shootout would be Rode Video Mic NTG. Of course, you may say it's an unfair comparison saying that one is a $50 microphone, another one is a $250 microphone, the third one is a $100 microphone. But yeah, there is nothing which is even anywhere. I just had these 3 microphones to compare with, and I wanted to make sure I get the best one, and I wanted to get the best rating to the best microphone available out of the 3. So there you go. This is the best microphone to buy. With that said, the other 2 are not bad, right? So they have some pros as well, which can be really beneficial if you are in a certain situation. Like for example, Sennheiser MKE200, it comes as a single package, and it has got a little bit of wind noise reduction built right into it, which basically gives us an advantage that if you're putting it on top of GoPro for vlogging and travel vlogging, it kind of benefits you in such a way that even if you drop it somewhere, nothing's going to break because there's no Rycote mount suspension which is there as in case of Rode and Movo. Second point is that the wind muff which is provided is very thin, almost like a bag, and so it does not take much of space while carrying. So you don't need much of space for this microphone, and then it also captures very good audio clarity with the wind, with or without the wind muff. So if you are into travel vlogging, this is a very good microphone to buy, and you may not have to worry about it falling off and breaking and you need to replace some parts with it. So this is a very good travel microphone if you want to buy this. The only major concern I have with this is the price point. If Sennheiser brings down the price point to around $50, I think this will become a very good recommendation by everyone. The next one is Movo VX-R10. So I saw all the reviews on YouTube, and when I went into it, I had too high expectations from this particular microphone, but I was pretty much dissatisfied with its outdoor recording without the wind muff. Mainly all that I heard was almost like static. So if you are into this microphone, you really want to buy this because of its price point, remember that you have to use a wind muff outdoor. So I wouldn't recommend this for travel vlogging outdoors, because you will have to put a huge furry wind muff, and that wind muff may come into your video frame, especially with wide angle lenses like GoPro. Second one, the main advantage of this Movo is that it collects very good clarity in audio. So with a little bit of EQ in place, you can get almost as good sounding audio as in case of Rode, or maybe even better. And this is such a small package that this can be used for your Skype, Teams, or Zoom meetings, and the audio clarity will be a lot better than your internal laptop microphones. So There you go. This is a very good microphone and it's cheap. So if you want to use it for your meetings, put one on top of every laptop you have. You can do that, and you will not go wrong with this. If you like this video, do give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel so that I can make more videos like this. Use the comment sections to let me know what kind of videos would you like to watch in the future, and what kind of comparisons should I make in the future, so that I can use that for making another video like this. Thank you and bye bye.